you ever had that feeling of watching something so fantastically beautiful, emotionally charged, brilliantly told, and something that just gets you on a subconscious level? On the risk of sounding too pretentious, that's exactly how I felt while watching and after watching Netflix's new series, Devilman Crybaby. I have seen anime movies and TV shows ever since I was a fucking idiot, I mean a child, and of course a good portion of them were anime, animation that's done in Japan. It's still not very mainstream in the West, and that's fine. Most things I find to be great, or just pure joy, are usually things that people disregard as pretentious, or confusing and stupid, and also boring, so it goes without saying that this show is not for everybody. It's one of those pieces of art in the same spectre as the movie Drive. It's perfect, but only for a handful of people. Ironically, while I say this show is being praised by every twat and their mother as far as the anime community is concerned. It has even received praise from people like PewDiePie. And to be fair, it's not really surprising when things like ReZero, Sword Art Online, and Tokyo Ghoul are what's considered to be great and popular. It's not shocking when a show so stylistic and out there like Devilman Crybaby comes along that the people who have been anime fans for a long time start praising it as a second coming of Jesus Christ. Now, I personally wouldn't go that far, especially considering the characters of Devilman Crybaby, but I would have to say this is one of the best shows I have ever seen. We follow the life of Akira Fudo, a very special little boy that likes to cry in public whenever it's his time of the day. He has no mysterious supernatural abilities or a notebook that allows him to rule the world, but he does have friends, so that's something. And one of those friends is a boy named Rio. And you get from the very beginning that something isn't quite right with this kid. He needs to stop watching Dexter. Rio takes Akira on a ride and tells him that demons exist and they want to take over the world. Rio also wants to prove his theories, but in order to do that, he needs to have a powerful ally. Now, a better way to do that than having your childhood best friend merge with a demon, creating a Devilman, a creature with all the abilities of the demon he merged with, but with a human heart. That's the premise for our story, and it's one that's pretty generic and simple, let's be honest, but it's in the execution that Devilman Crybaby shines. I can't say for the life of me what's the best thing about this show. The animation gives it this unique quality, which in turn creates a strange, in a good way, dark personality that is complemented by a soundtrack that rivals shows like Attack on Titan and Code Geass, in terms of score at least, and explores themes like anarchy, justice, prejudice, evil, corruption, family and love, in a way that's successful. You could have fucked up those things if you had no idea on how to convey characters and present dialogue without coming off awkward and cringeworthy. But there's no awkwardness here. It's just a story about people trying to survive and do their best for the ones they care about, in a fucked up world. Our world, which unfortunately happens to coincide with the second coming of another religious figure. Yes, that was kind of a spoiler, but since I'm not going to say which figure I'm talking about, I choose to not see it as a spoiler. Anyway, for now I'm giving Devilman Crybaby a 10 out of 10. There's not one thing missing or something that was poorly executed or a plotline that shouldn't be there. Everything fit in this gorgeous, melancholic, angelic show about what it means to be human. Everyone who's a fan of animation and visual storytelling needs to watch this. Netflix didn't fuck up this time. They may have raped Death Note for over an hour, but at least they can make it up with this. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you like it, comment below, don't blow, leave an upvote for that algorithm, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!